All right, welcome back. I didn't upload a video for a couple of days, and I started to get messages. Hey, Loy, are you okay? Did something happen to you? Did you die? And no, relax. I know I upload every single day, and when I don't upload, obviously it's like, hey, what happened? So anyway, I really was busy. This is the honest truth. I was very, very busy with lots of clients. I guess maybe because I was sick and they didn't want to trouble me, or so it's a backlog of work. Anyway, which is good because money is always good. All right, I got an inspiration for a topic when I was speaking to one of these clients. Okay. And he asked me a very interesting question. He told me a very dynamic young man, stays overseas, and one of those super hyper ambitious, oozing with energy kind of a guy. He's more like that. Sleep is a waste of time. He's 24 hours. 24/7 on either coffee, espresso, Red Bull, energy drink, going to the gym. He kind of reminded me of me in my 20s and 30s. Okay, so this guy said, been following your content for very long. I honestly wanted to ask you a question. Don't feel bad. I said, yeah. He's saying, what he told me is, don't you get bored? So I asked him, like, you'll have to elaborate, like, bored of what? He's saying, I'm not talking about your videos. Yes, your videos also, they are kind of more or less the same. You're just sitting in front of these books in this room. But more than the viewer, don't you get bored? You're in the same room every day. You sleep in the same room, which he is right, because I sleep here. I can't show you. I sleep on the bed here. I wake up and I come and sit here. And this is where I'll speak to clients, I'll record videos, or my smartphone is here, I'll talk to them, or another phone is here, I'll, have audio video sessions. And then my gaming is here, heavy duty iMac is here, entertainment iMac is here, TV is here, all my games are here. Okay, so you get the idea. So it's like, you must watch this movie, Groundhog Day. Really nice movie. It starts slow, but you'll really like it. Highly recommended. Groundhog Day. Tom Cruise made the action version, Day After Tomorrow. That is also brilliant. But watch Groundhog Day first. Okay. Bill Murray. So... Every day, I'll give you mine, I'll not tell you about the movie. Every day when I wake up in the morning, I open my eyes, you can see the lights and ceiling. Yeah, just like you. And I get up and I come sit here, check, okay, emails, this is fine. Then depending on how I feel, either I will go take a shower, brush and all that, or I will answer emails and then I'll do that, depending on how I feel. Or I'll take a coffee. Then nowadays I have a snack in the morning. I've changed my diet schedule. Before I used to do intermittent fasting. Now I'm not doing currently after my health issues. So by the time it is already, say 10 o'clock, okay, 6, I woke up till 10. And then after that, maybe I'll have a small lunch break, like a normal person. And then once again, watch a movie online. And then, depending, I'll take a nap or I'll continue with my work. Then make my videos or calls. And this continues by the time it is 4. And then there is only one market which I go to. Only vegetables, fish, meat, fruits. Everyone knows everyone. We are the same people. And then I come back home and it'll be maybe the last meal, and then I'll play a game, watch a movie, relax, or depending if I have a client. Okay. Now I repeat this schedule 24/7, day after day. there is absolutely no change, only depending on clients' calls or my mood, or if I'm sick, or if I have something in between, like a lawyer will call me or my accounting firm. Now, here's the funny thing. All my neighbors are the same. They've been same for the past 2-3 years. New ones come and go. The market, everyone knows everyone. All of them are the same people. All of them are selling the same items. The person who sells fish is selling fish. Person who sells beef, beef, pork, pork, vegetable, vegetable. They might try something different, but they are the same people. Okay. My daughter goes to school. Those very same people we know in the market, maybe them, their children or their relatives are studying in the school. So once again, we know each other. And in and around this area, this 7-Eleven, the places, they're also the same. The only difference is when we go to purchase wholesale in macro, which is like the wholesale for fruits and vegetables, it's a 45-minute drive. Or we go to Tesco, which is like a mini shopping mall, Tesco, which is like a supermarket and many brands are there. And there's a food court. And there's one big shopping mall where once again the same shops, same items. Like there is a Bata, there is a Crocs outlet, there is a electronics power buy outlet, there is an Apple store, there's a Samsung store. And the restaurants also are the same. Yayogi, Zen restaurant, Starbucks. They're the same. Even the staff in many places are the same. So given the fact that I've stayed here now 8 years, 9 years, it's the same. Everyone knows me. I know everyone, means in the sense, I'm the only tattooed guy like this here. And in my case, I don't go beyond this. Like if there's the island I told you, 7 hours drive, I only stick to maybe 1/5 of the island. Okay. The other sides of the island are also there. There's not much star attraction, nothing. It's just maybe clubs and pubs and hangout joints, full moon parties, which I'm not into. Or some maybe rich neighborhoods where they have expensive parties, expensive outlets. Like you can have like there is one, you can Google search Frogs, Dr. Frogs, where what you can get for 10 baht outside, they will give you for 300 baht or 400 baht. Obviously, it's at the edge of a cliff, so premium. Like a steak, which you can get for 100 baht or 200 baht, it might be 8,000 or 10,000 baht. But obviously, it's, they give you meat, which is freshly sourced from Australia, chefs cook. So I'm not trying to put them down. They do serve what they charge. Okay. So I'm not one of those people who goes to these places. Cinema halls also I don't go. I've crossed that stage. So what he asked me is, don't you get bored? Every day, you get up from the same place. You sit in the same place. You do the same thing. Every day, the same wife. She is the same. She doesn't put makeup. My daughter is growing up. Okay, that's the only excitement. And when she gets sick, it ruins our day. She goes to school. And her school also, getting up in the morning, wife is busy. She gets up at, the typical mother, 5:30. Then by 6, keep everything ready. 6:30, wake her up. 7, by 7:30, she has to get ready and go to school. And thankfully, my daughter never cries. And she's not fussy about eating vegetables and egg and rice. She goes to school by 8 o'clock morning. By 4 o'clock, 4:30, we have to bring her back. So it's the same old routine. So this guy asked me, don't you get bored of this? Like new shopping malls, new theaters, new star attractions, new girls. Because obviously, once upon a time I was playing, new places to visit, new rumblings, new happenings, new outlets to eat, new food. And I totally knew where he was coming from. Because once upon a time I was there in Dubai. Every time new shopping mall, every time new movie. Every weekend was like, we need to do something different. Eat at Chili's, Fuddruckers, this new joint, Lebanese, Arabic, Mexican, watch this movie or watch that movie, or go for an adventure trip, go for a desert drive, go for camping outside, go for overnight stay in some new place, go with a group, go to bars, pubs. See, what happens is, now I'll tell you, all this is fun. I'm not saying as you grow older, people stop. There are a lot of people who still love doing this. But I can't speak on behalf of anyone. I can only speak on behalf of me. There was a phase in my life where, believe it or not, I couldn't sit after work at home. I just couldn't sit. I had to go out, had to go to a nightclub, had to go to a gym, had to meet some new girls, had to eat somewhere out. I just had to. Every day a new restaurant, every day a new girl, every day a new place. And weekends through those days, Thursday, Friday, if I didn't plan, life would be meaningless. We used to actually plan out Thursday and Friday, the weekends, starting from Tuesday, from Monday. Seriously, no joke. And we had to plan it out in such a way, not even a minute was spent taking a nap or sleeping. Sleeping extra was a waste of time. So right from, if Thursday was a half day, right from the time work finished, sometimes I would keep the clothes in the car so I didn't have to drive home, have a shower somewhere, where I could, dress up and action. But then, for me, I went through ups and downs in life. I went through real bad ups and downs. Like they say, the bigger you are, the badder the fall, or the higher you go up, the more you have to fall. I flew too close to the sun. I did a lot of mischief. And everything has a price to pay. And it's not during the good times that you think of change. During good times, you want to enjoy. If you have one girl, you want more girls. If you have one movie, you want more movies. If you have one restaurant, more restaurants, more shoes, more this, more that. But at the age of 36, if you know my suicide story, which I uploaded that video, when I was homeless, penniless, I'm not going to give you a lecture and say, but I'll really tell you, it changes you as a person when there is no food to eat. In Indian style, food to eat, food. This is food. Italian, Russell Peters, Italian say, this is fuck you, So I'm just saying food to eat, Indian. So when you don't have food to eat, and you have little money, and you have to be very careful what you buy. Even buying a cup of coffee, you think, how much? When you keep yourself as hungry as possible, and only when a vendor comes and says chicken biryani and he tells you it's only 10 rupees, then you think, okay, I can afford this. When you don't know where you are supposed to get down, where is your destination, you don't know. When you wander the streets and, okay, I'll stay in this hotel. When you look at your phone, numbers, and you look at your email, and you wonder, who should I call for help? Who's going to pick up my phone call? And if they pick up, what will I tell them? See, I have no money, I have no job. I've been kicked out from UAE wrongfully. And now I'm in India. Can you help me? And what happens is, once they know you're in trouble, they'll not pick up your call again. Because they'll be like, it's very uncomfortable. And then you sit in the dark room, you're thinking, should I call? Shouldn't I call? And if you call, they don't pick up. And very soon you realize who's your friend, who's not your friend. And then your money in your pocket is getting less and less. And even to make a phone call, sometimes you need credit. And the only attractive option is, you better die, man. Why you want to live? When you go through something like this, you don't become the same person. It's like after you burnt yourself, you completely damaged yourself, you You don't think like the same person. And I'll tell you, you never forget these days. I've never forgotten. It's not that I remember every day like a horror movie. I wake up. No, but anytime I forget, no, I remember those days where when I get up in the morning, I just wake up, open my eyes, and what am I supposed to do? Should I, like that time I didn't have this YouTube channel, I didn't have blog post, and I went through this hell working for that fake degree guy. And I wake up and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, where am I supposed to go? Whom am I supposed to talk to? And ask them what? Ask them for a job? Boss, I'm in India, they are in Dubai, all my contacts. And even if they say, okay, fine, I'll give you a job, come over. How can I come? I don't have ticket money. So when you go through that and you're battling every day, life and death, and finally, you know my story. I finally came down to Dubai. When I came down to Dubai, when I came back, I was like this. Seriously, I'm not joking, because the problem I went through didn't snap like this and hey, magic like Disney and flowers and everyone's wearing good dresses and the prince has healed and now is Prince Charming. No, real life doesn't work like that. The solution every day is every single day you think about, okay, today's food, where will I get from? Today, where will I get water from? Today, where can I sleep? And every day you think, oh, okay, today I got a place to sleep. Okay, I'll think about tomorrow. Then you wake up tomorrow. Okay, now where will I get food to eat? Breakfast where? Lunch where? Dinner where? Okay, where can I make little money? Whom should I have a phone call? And when you go through that time, that kind of suffering, you don't think which movie will I go for, which gang will I hang out with, which pub I will be at, which girl will I do. When you don't have food in the stomach, when you're hungry. Even my trousers were torn, a jeans trouser, and I was wearing this super loose shirt. You get up like someone has been generous to give you a place to sleep. And there's an AC and there's maybe a little internet for your, cheap laptop or cheap computer. You get up and you sit like this. And you sit with the silence. And I still remember, when I woke up, I sat down like this. And I was like, looking around and I just told myself, okay, what am I supposed to do? Like my brain was, okay, I have to make some calls, okay. I have to ask some people if they can give me a chance to work or introduce me to a contact, okay. I have to travel, I don't have money for cab. Okay, what can I do there? And then I finally think, okay, what about food? Okay, breakfast I can have at this place, it'll be a little cheap, okay. Water, okay, water is in the fridge. Alright. Okay. Then you slowly get up, you go wash your face, you have a bath, you take a deep breath, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, okay. Then you go down, the sunlight hits you, then you go to a cheap cafeteria and hey, how are you, want tea, okay, eat your parota, eat your egg. While you're constantly thinking, okay, I have to call this guy, then I have to call that guy, and you take a piece of paper and you write it down. And when you have 2-3 names, okay, and while you're eating, you're thinking, and after that finishes, okay, then you go back to your room, and then you look at the number and you think, okay, I will call. First you rehearse. Okay, when he picks up the phone, if this is what he says, this is what I'll reply. If he says, I'm busy, this is what I'll reply. If he says, I can give you 2 minutes, this is what I'll say. If he says, what exactly happened? Okay, I can give you 5 minutes. Okay, why don't you come over? So come over is better than speaking on the phone. So you mentally prepare all these, you rehearse and you practice. And then after that, finally, when it's like, oh, okay, I'll call. And when you call, It's engage, he's busy. They're like, oh, sheesh, okay, now let me try call number 2. And you try call number 2, and once you finish the list, then you sit down, okay, whom should I go and meet? Where can I go in a cab? Okay. Where I can get some money? Who can I borrow? Okay. And if you tend to have problems, call, credit is low or something like that. And then you think, lunch, where can I have? Maybe if I go there, he'll give me free lunch. Okay. Maybe he'll give me a sandwich. You think of all these things. And by the time you finish all that, then you have to drive back home, or you ask for a lift. You try to put on a brave face, then finally you come home, and either you had some food that you saved as takeaway, seriously, save as takeaway, or you think, okay, if there was no luck there, or it was a bad meeting, then you order some food, sit in your room, and maybe you can see a little YouTube or something if you are in a frame of mind. And then you think about the next day. That time you don't get bored of sleeping in the same place. You don't get bored of looking at the ceiling. You don't get bored of talking. It's a matter of survival. And you do this in and out. And every day you take one more step towards improvement. One more. And slowly one contact leads to another. After many rejections, one guy gives you a little bit of financial help. Then one guy says, okay, keep this vouchers. Okay, you can eat here. Just give my name. Okay, I'll buy you some bottles of water. You can keep it here. Take some extra. Oh, even this happened. Come, I'll buy you a shirt. I'll buy you a t-shirt. I'll buy you this. Yeah. Okay, here, Lloyd, take some money for your travel. Oh, anytime you want, call. This person will sort you out. So you slowly start improving, and slowly start doing things that matter. And once you reach a point where life is started to become normal, you suddenly realize, man, I can go for a movie. You suddenly realize, now I can go for a movie. Maybe not in that expensive car. Maybe I can go for a movie. Maybe I can eat in that restaurant. New Chili's, Fuddruckers, Italian joint or Mexican. I can go there. Oh, maybe I can go to a pub and old timers. But if you have an iota of self-respect, if you have really suffered, you'll not do that. When I thought of going to the expensive restaurant, suddenly remembered 10 dirhams, 20 dirhams. I got a meal. I was happy. And I saved 10, 20 dirhams for another meal. Maggi noodles, Coca noodles. I was able to buy 6 of them. Before I was struggling with one. I was checking buy one, get one free, or buy one, or there was expiry date. I would buy them and collect them. Coca noodles became very precious. Maggi noodles. So I started to calculate 10, 20 dirhams, I can have a meal, and 10 dirham, 10 dirham, 10 dirham, 3 meals, or 20 means I'm eating a little bit more. If I go to this Fuddruckers, 300 bucks and just one steak. Hey, do I want to do that? And then if I go 45 minutes and then petrol, then parking, and who am I trying to impress? And if I go out with a girl or something, okay, maybe she'll pay for herself, but what if she doesn't expect and I have to pay for her? I have to be a gentleman, right? Why do I want all that? Okay, then movie. And do I really want to spend 100 bucks, or can I watch a YouTube, this thing, or download? I know you must be thinking, hey, you become stingy. No, you realize the value of pennies. Before I would go and shop in one VIP where rich Arabs and rich whites would come there. Watermelon was actually 800 bucks, Japanese watermelon. Now I'm thinking I'll go to this, local bazaar where they are selling, and something which was not selling, they'll give it for cheap. Man, I'll buy that, yeah. That watermelon which is giving half price because it's slightly overripe, I'll by that. Your mindset changes here. Movies, though, you forget. Not important. Eating out, though, not required. Yeah, if it is something very rare and like a Baskin Robbins or yogurt ice cream, you want to taste a little bit, so you might go there and ask for free samples and take a little bit. But you definitely not go to pubs, you will not go to bars. And all those so-called old friends who, when times were good, they hung around with you. And when times were bad, nobody remembered your number or you. You're not going to be shameless enough to. It's because so uncomfortable. You're fake, man. When I needed you, you're not there. Then why the fuck am I sitting with you? Might as well sit with someone who gave me food to eat, no? Do something meaningful. So you don't forget all those memories. And then you develop a new set of habits, a new set of this thing. Like when I was, in the Playboy days and happy days, I would go to bars, pubs. That was entertainment. Girls and all that. When I became like poor and all that, I would play the free games that were Candy Crush or Plants and Zombies. You could download it on the computer and play for free. That became my entertainment. And I was very happy with that. And I would play watch some older documentaries. That became my habit. Good, very cheap entertainment. And even when I made a girlfriend later on, I wanted one with similar values, who would like to eat home-cooked food, not go to expensive joint. Yeah, once in a while she would like, but I told her I prefer home-cooked food. So when you go through a situation like this a couple of times in life, you change as a human being. Now, that's not to say that I don't get bored. I'm human. Sometimes I do think, man, come on, I am eating the same thing. I want to try something new. Yes, I do want to try Indian food, which is not available here. I want to try masala dosa, which is not available here. Idli and South Indian food. Pakistani paya, which is not available here. Then some North Indian food like thali and all that is not available here. So yeah, there are food stuff. Do I miss going to a shopping mall? Frankly, no. I went to Bangkok when I went with my VIP client. We had the largest mall and the highest and biggest. I saw all the brands from Zara to Givenchy to, names you can't even pronounce, and like creme de la creme. Like each one is like $2,000 and above, like Bulgari, Diamond Collection, Swarovski and all that. I didn't feel anything. I was like, even Rolex watches showroom. I just went, I took my wife, was shit scared. I said, just come see. She was not interested, so I was like, okay, fine. So I saw all that. I didn't feel anything. But I did see very attractive young men and women, and it was a phase. What gave me more happiness, to be honest with you, was eating masala dosa at this Punjabi owner. He has this Indian dishes, and masala dosa was I used to feel happiest over there. Not going to this iconic mall and Bangkok shopping mall, largest malls, and yeah, a little bit of electronics. I was curious what they were, but they were all pirated, so I was not interested to buy. So finally it comes down to my life right now. Yes, I get up in the same place. I sleep in the same place. Yes, I sit here every day this. Yes, after I finish my 3 videos, I'll go again shopping and check what is the bargain deals or something to eat. Yes, I'll eat the same old stuff. I'll watch sometimes I watch, rewatch old movies like Jason Bourne, Denzel Washington movies, Tom Hanks movies, detective movies, oldies, old stuff, 80s. But I've not forgotten the tough times. I'm grateful there's an AC, there's an internet, there's a monitor. I can eat whatever food I like. So, and I also remember there are many people in Syria many people in Africa, many people, poor people who don't have all these amenities. I need to be grateful. But forget that, if that sounds cliche, when I was 36 and I was sitting on the streets, homeless, penniless, even counting the money for coffee in India. Chakuli, there is one cracker. I even had to space money to buy that. You don't forget those days. So, for me, what other people consider boring or boredom is actually a gift I don't want to take for granted. And finally, with regards to girls, there was a phase where every time new girl was fun and the thrill of the chase, and you want to enjoy that intimacy. But after you go through all this, you think, what is this? 5 minutes, 10 minutes of pleasure she'll use. Hand, mouth, her leg, her body, you will also do the same. And then it comes down to what? Might as well do something I'm passionate, no? A passionate project that takes care of me. And when you have stress and pressure about, I have a wife, I have a kid, I have my expenses, I have insurance, I have savings. Every day you get up and you wake up with a purpose. You don't wake up thinking, oh, which girl will I go today? Which pub will I go to? I know I sound very boring. But end of the day, when I can provide my wife and my kid with the best life that I can, with a good life for me, good life, it's much better than waking up and thinking, how much money do I have for breakfast? I'll eat rice and little curry. Who will take my call? Whom do I call? What will I say to them? How will I travel? I don't have money. Where will I get? I need $100. Where will I get it from? You don't forget those days. And every day I had to remind myself, why do I want to live? For what? So yes, you're absolutely right if you think I have a boring life. Absolutely right. This is not sarcasm, this is a fact. Same old, same old. But like that movie, Groundhog's Day. I try to make the best of what I have. With whatever I have, the little, I make the best of it, and I find joy, immense joy. The gifts that I can work, I can make a video, I have internet, I have food, I have a wife, I have a kid, I can go buy what I like. What more? Anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Hope I didn't bore you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. You guys take care.